Okay, so the last video cut off, and I messed up on these two because these two don't look alike. This one has a G, so it goes by itself down here. And then you need to add these two together and figure out if it's A or B. Pause the video and work that out, get the answer. Problem number 4. Does anybody remember the rule for doing this? What's the rule? Multiply. No, we're not multiplying. You add them. When you multiply x to the a times x to the b, remember you add the exponents. Add the exponents. That was the rule that we learned. Okay? So we're multiplying here. You add the exponents. So 3 plus a negative 17 in the calculator. Okay? And that will give you the answer right here. Okay? It says, what is the value of n? So I only need that number. So this gives you what? Negative 14. So then you have x to the power of negative 14. And we only want the negative 14 right here. Okay, bubble the negative, bubble the 1, bubble the 4. Okay? That's how it's going to be tomorrow. Make sure that you remember that because they only wanted the exponent. They told you right here, x to the n. That would be the answer. And they just want just the n, which is the number of the exponent. Okay, problem number 5. Back page. Okay, you have to read. This one says that the area of a rectangle is this. The length of the rectangle is this. Which expression represents the width? Well, how do you find area of a rectangle? How do you get the area of a rectangle? It's the length times the width, right? But they already gave you the area and one of the sides. So are you still going to multiply? You're going to do the opposite. You're going to divide. Okay, vas a dividir. So this 42x to the 7, y to the 6, divided by the length, which is 7x squared, y to the 5th. So work this problem out, and that will give you the answer. I'm not going to give you the answer. I'm just telling you how to do it. Okay? What about number 6? How would we work out number 6? What is the rule for this? You multiply them. Right? And they're asking you for just the n, so you guys figure that out because I just did number 4 with you and it's exactly like this one. You guys said that you would multiply power to a power. You multiply the exponents. So that's how you will get the answer for number 6. Number 7. Let me make this one bigger. Okay, this is like what we did yesterday with negative exponents. So let's draw our line. We have to move stuff, right? So the 18 stays on top, 15 stays on bottom. A to the 7, does it stay or go? Stays. A to the 7 on top. What about the a to the 5th? Negative 5. Change it to where? So I'm going to move this to the top. A to the positive 5. Okay, I cancel it because I already moved it. What about the b's? These two b's, do they stay or move? They stay. So b to the 9 stays on top, and b to the 4 stays on bottom. What about my c's? They change, both of them, right? This is a negative exponent, this is a negative exponent. So this one's going to go to the bottom. This one's going to go to the top. So C to the 4th power goes to the top, and C to the 12th power goes to the bottom. Now I can work with this problem. So we're going to have to divide these numbers, math enter, enter. So go ahead and divide 18 and 15 and do math enter, enter with the calculator. 18, 18 dividido por 15, math enter, enter. So I have 6 over 5. Right? So it's not B. And then what do I do with these A's? Combine them, right? You add them. So 7 plus 5, 12. A to the 12 on top. What do I do with these B's? Subtract them. Which one has the most? Top or bottom? The top. By how many? By 5. So it's B to the 5th power. And then what about the C's? Subtract them, right? But which one has the most? The bottom. So the bottom is going to have the number by how many? 8. 12 minus 4 is 8. There's 8 more on the bottom than on the top. So C to the power of 8. If you don't believe me, do 4 minus 12 in the calculator. It gives you a negative 8. That's how you know that it's at the bottom, because it's a negative, okay? And we made it positive because we cannot have negatives. So choose the answer, and let's move on to problem 8. Okay, so this one has 3 things that we're going to do. You need to deal with this first. And then you're going to deal with this second. And then you're going to multiply them third. So let's do this first. That's 5 to the 3rd power. Right? And then that's 3 times 4, x to the 12th. Right? Okay. The other one. This one right here. What do I do with those 2 numbers? Multiply them. Multiply 6 times 1/2. 6 times 1/2. Or half of 6 is 3. Half of 6 is 3. So now I have x to the 3rd power. Okay? What's 5 to the 3rd power in the calculator? 125. And how many x's do I have altogether? That's the answer. Okay, so that's how I want you to do it tomorrow. Problem number 9. Use the formula that they gave you. Use the formula for the area of a circle. They gave you the radius. That's the r. So we need to plug it in. Okay, so I'm going to have area equals pi r squared. And my r is 4x 8y6. 4x to the 8th power, y to the 6th power. Okay? Do not worry about the pi. All the answers have a pi, so you don't have to worry about pi. The only thing you need to worry about is this. So what do I do with the square? You multiply the exponents, and what do you do with the big number? You do 4 square. And then you multiply. It's not the same thing. 8 times 2, 16, and 6 times 2, 12. So all of them have, well, except for this one and this one. All of them have 16 and 12, so really it's about this. If you multiply it 4 times 2, you're going to get the wrong answer because it's 4 times 4, not 4 times 2. Okay, so get the answer and let's move on. Okay, these are new, but these are super, super easy. What do you think we're going to do with this one? What do you think you're going to do with it? You put it in the calculator, right? See what it gives you. And then you put the answers in the calculator and see what they give you. And the one that matches is the answer. So put this in the calculator, put the answers in the calculator, and see which one gives you the same thing. And that will be the answer. Okay, so for instance, this one, if I just put in the calculator like that, 7 square root of 48, I have 7. Here's the square root. So I have to do second x squared, 48. Enter. Okay, so I'm looking for the one that gives me the same thing. That'll be the answer, and you guys have to figure it out, not me. So if you have any questions, just raise your hand or help your partner if you already know how to do this.